I was interested at the cuddle when Giles was talking about the importance of shifting from compute power to intelligence of the miners. Can you expand on that? Yeah. So, yes, I can. Um, um, Subnet slash Bittensor slash AI sort of progress. Now, the easiest way that I sort of look at Bittensor is that it's this massive island that's just popped up in the middle of the Atlantic, and no one owns it, and it's sort of like this, utopian of anyone can own this as long as you're in relatively early. So this is the island of Bittensor. And at the moment, it's just an empty, barren island. There's nothing there. There's no services, all that sort of stuff. So what Bittensor is really doing at the moment is it's just laying infrastructure. The sewers, the fiber optics, the cabling, the roads, the bridges, the dams. Like it's building all of the hardcore AI infrastructure. And at the moment, in the real world, like when it comes to AI, what's everyone focused on? Everyone is focused on two things: compute and inference. At the moment, this is sort of like phase one, really. Like that's all that anyone's sort of thinking about. Like, because in order to create better models, better stuff, you need huge amounts of compute power. And this is only, and I think we're nowhere near the end of this phase. If you go to Elon Musk, did anyone see what Elon put out like 2 days ago? Just insane. Where's Gorklon? Here he is. Where is it? Come on. Jesus Christ. He posts a lot, doesn't he? I'm trying to find what he put out yesterday and I'm still scrolling. Where is it? Here we go. So, wait, he must have done it beforehand. If that's replying to. God damn it. Here we go. May the 12th. Been thinking about the fastest way to bring a terawatt of compute online. That is roughly equivalent to all electrical power produced in America today. I know how Elon thinks. He's just putting that out there as a little gambit. I can guarantee you he's already down that rabbit hole. He's already putting in places to, he's probably started that project already in terms of how can he bring on way more power online. Um, and when you see people like Elon going down this whole compute narrative, it's not really a narrative, it's a requirement for the future of AI. And therefore, everyone is focused on compute power. That's why we've got, subnet 2, 12, 27, 51. We've got like 4 compute subnets in Bittensor. And then when you look at compute and inference, when you round them up, we've got like 15 to 20 subnets that does compute and inference. And inference is just another way of talking about a request. So if you're chatting with ChatGPT and you put in a question, that's in the dumbest most dumbed down way, that is inference. That AI model is having to go through your question. That's like a request on the model. That's what inference basically is. Um, so at the moment, yeah, everyone's focused on compute and inference. So going back to your question, Anita, when Giles says that it's important to shift from compute power to intelligence of the miners, yeah, once we have a sufficient amount of compute and inference, and that the models are, quite good, you the second phase really is, well, aka intelligence. You can build much better models once you have a sufficient amount of compute and inference. And that's where you get the real game-changing type, stuff. And then eventually, then you'll get the stupid retail products. Whereas right now, everyone is like, Bittensor, where's your ChatGPT equivalent? Everyone's thinking, what does Bittensor do? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't have a ChatGPT. Well, yeah, because it's putting down freaking railroad tracks and roads and bridges. It's building out the future of decentralized AI. That's what it's doing. So the retail-driven products will be there later. Before it even gets to phase three, you're going to see loads of sort of industrial monetization. I'm talking about Score. They're going after big contracts first. There's no retail-driven type stuff here yet. So that's what he means, Anita. He wants to get out of this. So Giles wants to get out of this, compute narrative, and that's why the compute subnets are doing really well. If you were to look at, shoots, gradients, 51. That's at Siam. We've got 19. They're all sort of compute/inference type ones.